picture of Devin with the ground cover, and it will have that beautiful purple at certain times. This is a perennial, but it's called Trample because you can walk on it. And so let me just mention, you're going to get 6 of these plants for $28. And the Wallines are going to tell us, Devin's going to tell us about how much ground 6 of these will cover. But look at that. I mean, that's exquisite when it just has all that purple. Devin, come on in. Tell me about this one called the Thyme Groundcover.
Yes, Mary Beth, this is our Trample Me Thyme ground cover collection, and this is a flowering ground cover collection. It's really and truly designed to save you time and designed to save you money in the garden, because it's a plant, it's going to start to eliminate the need for your mulch. Look, you can see that bed of beautiful red flowering thyme, which is taking place of that mulch that you can see in that bottom right hand corner. This is a plant that's also going to replace those graveled patches.
Yeah.
It's going to smother out the weeds. It slows erosion, and it does so by bringing you beautiful, fragrant, evergreen foliage 12 months out of the year, and then bright, vivid flowers all summer long.
And I should mention, Devin, hang on one second, because I forgot to mention that in this one, you do choose a color. So you get 6 plants, but they're all going to be the same color. So you can have all 6 in a beautiful purple, you can have all 6 in the white, or you can have all 6 in the red. Sorry, I forgot to do that at the beginning. Go ahead.
That's absolutely correct. And what I love most about this Trample Me Thyme, better than any other ground cover, this is really and truly the only flowering ground cover I've ever seen that can handle the foot traffic.
Yeah.
This is a plant, you can plant it along your walkways, plant it along those beds of mulch right in last year's mulch. And if your kids play in it, your dogs are running through it, you step on it, who cares? Because this is a ground cover that can handle that foot traffic day in and day out, but still look its absolute best. That's what makes this a cut above the other flowering ground covers out there.
Right. You know, Devin, one of the things that I love about this, and we actually got this a year or 2 ago, and, you know, the whole thing was you end up having to buy so much mulch every year, and it's expensive. And I said to my hubby, honey, we need to, Devin said, we can put this right, we can literally put this right in last year's mulch. And that way I don't even have to, we don't even have to take the mulch away, and then now you don't have to mulch that area, and it's evergreen. I mean, what more could you ask for? And you only have to buy it once because it's a perennial.
That's right. It's a winter hardy perennial, winter hardy down to about -25 degrees Fahrenheit. But not only is it going to handle the winters, it also is drought tolerant and heat resistant. So you can plant this where the hose doesn't reach. Now, look where I'm standing. I was standing, it was a high foot traffic area between the sidewalk and the road, an area where dogs run through, kids are riding their bike through. You can put plants that might get destroyed. You could lay that mulch every single year, or you could plant this flowering thyme. This is truly investment gardening, because you plant it once, you replace that, but you replace that mulch for good by planting it in that last year's mulch. And you can see that while they are in bloom, they provide a beautiful carpet of richly colored flowers. Just simply choose. What do you like? You like the purple? You like the red? You like the white? Or you like all of them?
I was just going to say, do the purple and the white, or the red and the white, or the red and the purple, or however you want. But Devin, let me ask you this. First of all, a lot of people buying more than one set. You're going to get 6 plants for $28. They'll be all the same color. You choose red, purple, or white. But how much ground will they would these 6 plants cover, and how much will they spread?
Yeah, so each one of your 6 plants is going to spread up to 18 inches around. So one collection is going to cover about a 10 square foot area. Now, generally, a yard of mulch will cover around 80 square feet. So if you typically every year you get, I don't know, a half a yard of mulch, get 4 of these collections, just a little simple math,
Yeah.
and you will find that you are no longer needing mulch in those areas. And look, Mom's stepping on it, showing that you can have foot traffic on these plants and they're still going to look their absolute best. You know, I have an area of my garden. This is a sun-loving ground cover. And I
Okay.
have an area in my garden where I have roses and I have lavender and I have butterfly bush in those areas. And well, actually, I'm going to continue that story in a second. But
Yeah.
here, I wanted to point out my uncle Eric at his house in Indiana, he had planted the white Trample Me Thyme
Yeah.
in between those stepping stones leading to his well out in the back of the yard. Now, this was a horrible drought a few years ago. You can see the grass on both sides of those stepping stones absolutely brown and dead. The thyme, on the other hand, not only is it green and thriving, it's even in flower.
Yeah.
That's a testament to how
Wow.
robust and vigorous these plants really are.
When do they start blooming, and to about how long, or is it kind of just always, you know, kind of going in and out of bloom?
Yeah,
In the
so this
summer,
is a
anyway.
plant generally is going to bloom around the months of June and July.
Okay.
So each one of your 6 plants, I just popped this one out. This is how we ship them to you in this beautiful 6-piece tray. Now, each one of these 6 plants is going to grow into something that looks like this. Wow. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, I have it planted in a bed that's full of lavender, roses, and some of my butterfly bush. 3 flowers that I love to go take, you know, snippings of to bring inside. Well, what do you do if you have other plants there and you can't really walk over to get those flowers without ruining your plants?
Right.
Well, you're destined to put mulch in those areas, and then you have a big bed of mulch. Well, okay, that's fine, but why not replace that mulch with this ground cover?
Right.
It can handle the foot traffic, so as you're taking your little walk out to go cut some fresh roses to bring inside, you don't even care that you're stepping on the plant because it can handle that foot traffic.
The purple.
That is a godsend.
It is. It's a great item, and that is that what we call Trample Me Thyme ground cover. A lot of people buying the red as well as the purple, and so get it while you can. Again, it will ship to you when it's time to plant in your part of the country. They go by your zip code. Now, also coming up, the marigolds will be up in just a little bit, and what Derek was saying earlier was